What's up, fellas? How are you? I am so excited to be here. I'm just grounding in before being of service to another client. So I just wanted to come on in here and talk to you for a moment because I will be covering this over the next week and a half or so and going in deeper on just 10 tips, 10 essentials that can help to get you to release a lot of things like stress, anxiety. Well, a lot of, I like to call them healing responses. It's just your body signaling you and asking you for support and help to possibly release this or at least manage it. So in my last post before last, I mentioned I was going to give you 10 tips. I like to call them essentials for releasing and or managing stress, anxiety, overwhelm, maybe the need to even like overeat, and emotional distress in any form or fashion, regardless of how it's manifesting in your life. So I'll start getting right to the point. I got actually 8 of these essentials from a wonderful man that I follow on Instagram, Tommy John III. I love him. He actually got this from a book. I forgot the name of the book, but I'll get the name of the book and the author for you if anyone asks for it in the comments below. So let's get started. But I actually added 2 more that I feel are essential to this list to round it out to 10. So the first one is 1, your belief in a higher power, your belief in source and God, that energy that is within all of us, but outside of us, whatever you call that energy or that feeling, that's the number 1 essential. Your social circles and relationships with people. Number 3, your purpose. And your purpose, you can look at your purpose twofold: your bigger vision and purpose in the grand scheme, in the macro, but also your day-to-day purpose on the micro level. So that's number 3. Number 4 is the breath, your ability to breathe. Everything breathes, from this tree that I'm sitting by to the grass to the food that you eat. Especially if it's coming from an animal source, to yourself, right? The breath is the foundation of everything. It's your prana, your life force. And so your ability to be able to breathe, I would say correctly and healthy. A lot of people aren't trained to know how to do that. And a pranayama practice could support you with that. So that's an essential. If you can't breathe, or you're not taking less breaths and breathing deeper, where is your nervous system? How is your immune system? Etc., etc. The 5th essential, sorry, I went 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th essential is sleep, your ability to rest. That also includes naps, so look at that. The 6th essential is sun exposure or exposure to natural light. Very important. I talk about this. This is part of the embodiment practice that I've embodied and brought into my life, just as important as breathing. So that's something you really want to look at. The 7th is nourishment from real food and liquids. I would say definitely more food. And you want to look at, I love Tommy John, where he brings home nourishment from food and not that much water, because he goes deep into how plain drinking water doesn't really support us, because it doesn't know what to do with the body. You really should, he recommends and highly stands by putting something in your water to change the chemical compound so that when your body absorbs it, it actually knows how to use it, like salt, lime, etc., etc. You can get creative. 8, body movement. Moving your body in any way, shape, form, or fashion that comes from training. Training is creating the ability to absorb and create force. It's really separate from hiking, swimming, working out. That is more of an expression of you bringing all these different movements together to express yourself as a result from that training. Think of like looking at a baby who constantly gets up and falls to tries to walk, etc., etc. So we can go, I'm going deeper on all of these anyway. Number 9, something I added, emotional intelligence. Your emotional, do you have emotional intelligence? Your emotional intelligence is your ability to be aware of your emotions, to possibly manage and control your emotions, but also be able to express them for yourself and in relationship with others from a more diplomatic, loving, and empathetic frame. So something you definitely want to look at. And number 10, I put your sensual connection and expression, your ability to feel sensually connected, to not just in a sensual energy exchange with a partner or yourself, but also sensually being connected to everything in life, being turned on by life, your ability to experience and create pleasure and allow yourself to have that because you deserve it, and it's also a spiritual experience. So those are my 2 I added, emotional intelligence and awareness, and sensual connection and expression. I hope this helps. I don't want to keep you, I was trying to keep this video under 5 minutes, but throughout the week I'll be doing more deeper posts on this, and also doing some deeper videos about it if you have any questions. Basically, my homework to you, if you're open to it, is to make a list of all of these, to rate yourself in each area from a scale of 1 to 10, and to really start to go into journal a bit deeper on each of these essentials, and writing about where you are right now as far as embodying this and where you would like to be. Maybe you're at a 10 and you don't need to be anywhere. You love where you are and landed with it, and it's an essential, and it's really helping to support your life, and most of all release those stressors and distress that I'm speaking of. So that's the little homework assignment. If you have any questions, I am here. Please drop your questions in the comments below. If you watched the replay, I didn't go live today, this is a video, put hashtag replay in the comments. Again, if you have any questions, I'm here to answer. You can also DM me personally about this if you want to drop in a deeper conversation. I'm always here for you. Have a magnificent day, fellas, to round out the rest of the day and finish co-creating with intention, and I'll see you soon. Ciao.